Well, let me tell you about my old pal, Hilljack Bob. He's about as country as a dirt road sing-along. Lives way up in the holler with his wife, Frida, a woman who could wrestle a bear and bake a pecan pie before you could say yeehaw. Now, Frida's something else. Got a heart bigger than a watermelon and a laugh that could shake the acorns out of a tree. She's tougher than a $2 steak, but sweet as the honeysuckle that grows wild on their porch. Together, they're a match made in, well, somewhere backwoods and wonderful. You see, life with Hilljack Bob ain't your average cup of store-bought sweet tea. It's more like moonshine, a little rough around the edges, but it'll knock your socks off. Their place is what you'd call rustic. The porch swings a little low on one side and the roof might have a dent or two from where Bob fell off trying to fix it. But it's home. The yard's decorated with more hubcaps and rusted-out truck parts than your average junkyard. Frida says it's folk art. I say it's a good place to lose a shoe. They got chickens running around, a goat named Earl that thinks he's a watchdog, and a whole mess of kids that come running out to greet you like your family. It ain't much, but it's full of life. And that's Hilljack Bob for you. He don't need much to be happy, just Frida, his kin, and a whole lot of adventure. Now Bob, he's got this itch, a travelin' itch. Can't stay put for too long, says he's gotta see what's on the other side of that there mountain. One day he's hitchhiking to the next town to sell some of Frida's prize-winning jams. The next he's hopped on a train, says he's heading west to see the Grand Canyon before it caves in. He's got a knack for meeting people, truck drivers, waitresses, you name it. Bob can strike up a conversation with a fence post and come away with a new friend. He's got stories, oh Lord does he have stories. Now Bob, he does things his own way, like the time he decided his underwear needed washing. Did he use a washing machine like a normal person? Nope. He used the ball washer on the golf course. Said it added a certain something to the fabric softener cycle. I wouldn't know. I stick to the laundromat, then there's his love for mayonnaise. Puts it on everything, fried chicken, grits, you name it, says it adds a tangy zest. Me, I'll stick to ketchup, but that's just Bob. He's a one-of-a-kind, a true original, and that's what makes him so darn entertaining. Adventures in odd jobs, from alligator wrestler to hairpiece model. Bob's tried his hand at every odd job you can imagine. He's been an alligator wrestler in Florida, don't ask. A rodeo clown. He's got the bruises to prove it. And even a hairpiece model, those were some dark days. He's got a work ethic that's tougher than a pine knot though. Always willing to put in the sweat equity, even if the job involves wearing a sequined jumpsuit and riding a unicycle. Each job, no matter how crazy, adds another chapter to his story. And believe me, that's a book you'd want to read. The time Bob accidentally joined the circus. Speaking of stories, there was the time Bob accidentally joined the circus. Seems he wandered into the wrong tent looking for a funnel cake and ended up holding the ladder for the trapeze artists. Next thing you know, he's shot out of a cannon, don't ask, and wearing a sequined leotard that would make Elvis blush. He said it was the longest 2 weeks of his life, but he learned to juggle chainsaws, so there's that. Frida's cooking a culinary adventure. Now, no story about Hilljack Bob would be complete without mentioning Frida's cooking. That woman can whip up a feast that'd make your tongue slap your face. Her fried chicken is legendary. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and her biscuits? Fluffier than a cloud and just as heavenly. She says the secret ingredient is love. I think it's lard. Don't tell her I said that. But whatever it is, eating at Frida's table is an experience. It's about family, laughter, and seconds. Lots and lots of seconds. Love and laughter in the backwoods. You see, Hilljack Bob and Frida, they got something special. A love that's weathered every storm. A bond that's stronger than a bear trap. They laugh together, they cry together, and they support each other through thick and thin. They're a team, those two. And they prove that even in the backwoods, love can bloom brighter than a field of wildflowers. They may not have much, but they got each other, and that's all that matters. Hilljack Wisdom Life Lessons from the Wild Side. Now, I've learned a thing or two from Hilljack Bob over the years. He may be rough around the edges, but he's got a heart of gold. He taught me that life's too short to take things too seriously. That laughter is the best medicine, even if it does make your sides hurt. And that sometimes the best adventures are the ones you never saw coming. So the next time you're feeling down, think about Hilljack Bob. Picture him riding that mechanical bull, wearing nothing but a grin and a prayer. And remember, life's a wild ride. Hold on tight and enjoy the journey. You never know what kind of crazy characters you might meet along the way, and you might just learn a thing or two about living life to the fullest.